Hi everyone, I'm Lorraine from Simply English Edinburgh. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to stick to this phrasal verb theme, and we're going to look at all sorts of phrasal verbs related to money because I think it's a really useful topic. Obviously, it is a topic that comes up quite often in exams, so if you are thinking about taking a first certificate, a C1 exam, IELTS, etc., it is a topic that comes up quite a lot in all different parts. And in general, in everyday life, of course, you need to know how to talk about money and your finances. So I hope today's video will be useful for you. So let's get started. The first phrasal verb is to save up for, so obviously extremely useful one. It means to accumulate money for use in the future. So I'm saving up for a new car, he's saving up for a deposit on a mortgage. Throughout our lives, there are so many different things that we save up for, or try to save up for at least. We have the good intentions, but maybe we don't always do the saving. The next one today is to pay someone back. Now this one means that you have borrowed money from a friend or from a family member, and the time has come that you need to return that money. So I think a general rule with lending money to friends, to family, is that, I've no problem lending it to you, but try to pay me back as fast as you can. I think that's the standard rule for most people. The next one, to get by, is quite negative. Now we use this phrasal verb in different contexts, meaning to survive or to be able to live with what you have. When we use it to talk about money, it does have that connotation that you are only just earning enough money to live. So if you say, I'm earning enough to get by, it kind of means that you have enough money to sort of pay your rent or mortgage and your bills, your basic necessities, and that's kind of it. You don't have a lot of money left over at the end of the month for luxury items or for saving. So if you're only earning enough money to get by, you might be thinking about asking for extra hours or changing your job altogether. To cut back on or cut down on, well, as perhaps a result of only having enough money to get by, you might need to cut down on or cut back on some of the luxuries in life. Or if you're saving up for a holiday, maybe you will cut down on eating out, going to parties or nights out with your friends and things like that. So it is to reduce your spending, to minimize your costs, basically. The next one is an interesting one. To cash in on something means to profit or to basically use something to your advantage. Now I'm going to give you two different examples here, because if you cash in on a person, or if you cash in on a friendship or knowing a person, it can be seen really negatively because you are making money from the fact that this person is your friend. Now, this is something that sometimes happens to celebrities. Various famous people find that people close to them sell stories to newspapers and things like that because they are trying to cash in on their friendship. And that is quite a negative idea. However, if, for instance, you have a business and you have maybe a view, like a view of the castle in Edinburgh perhaps, or you have something really special, you might decide to cash in on that, meaning you advertise this fact and you make money as a result. There are so many prime locations all around the world with hotels, with beautiful views, and of course these places are cashing in on the views, meaning they can charge extra because the guests will enjoy beautiful views during their stay. The next one is something very negative, to rip someone off, and that means to overcharge for a product or a service. If you've ever been ripped off before, you will know it's so frustrating when you realise that someone has ripped you off, they have charged you more money, you have overpaid for a product or a service, and it's a really negative feeling. So a lot of people get different quotations for work in their house, for example, because they don't want to be ripped off. They don't want to be overcharged for that service. To splash out on, I think this is one of my favourite phrasal verbs ever. I teach it to all of my students. I think it's really useful. To splash out on means to spend extravagantly, to spend a lot of money on something. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, you can save up for a holiday, and then when you go on holiday, you have a lot of money with you, and you can splash out on the things that you love, eating out, doing various activities, taking part in tours and lots of different things like that. I personally love that. I love splashing out on a holiday, like really going to a new place, enjoying everything that is on offer. Really useful one. The next phrasal verb is to come into, and you can come into lots of different things, but in the context of money, it means to inherit money. So somebody has passed away, you are a beneficiary in their will. A beneficiary means that you are the person who benefits from the will. And if you come into money, it means that you are on that will, you are inheriting it. So he came into a fortune, somebody in his family died, and he inherited a lot of money. The next phrasal verb, to fork out for something, it's a really good one. It means that you are very reluctantly paying for something that you didn't really want to spend money on. Okay, so your car breaks down, it's £250 to fix the engine, it's an unexpected cost, you didn't want to have to pay for that, but well, you need your car, so you fork out for the repair. You have to pay it, you don't have any choice. Yeah, I mean, it's a horrible feeling, isn't it? But it is a moment in life that we all experience, that at some point you just have to fork out for something and get on with it. The last phrasal verb today is to pay someone off. What can I say? This is a really negative one again. If you pay someone off, it means you are paying someone money so that your problem disappears, it goes away. So under certain circumstances, under most circumstances, this is of course a crime, and you might pay someone off because you want some sort of political favour or power. Some businesses do pay off politicians, unfortunately. We're not going to go into that right now, but it happens. And you know, there have been cases of students paying off their teachers for better results. The teachers get some extra money, the students get a better grade. Even if it's not exactly illegal, it is a very dodgy, shady practice. It is not seen in a good light. So to pay someone off, to pay to make your problem disappear. So I hope you have found these phrasal verbs useful. As always, there is a list of all of them at the end of the video. And yeah, as always, please let me a comment below if you would like to see more of these kinds of videos, or if you would like to see something totally different, of course, let me know as well. I'm always interested in hearing your suggestions, and thank you so much for your support so far. As always, like, comment and share this video with your friends. Thanks so much.